Hey, hello, your Secretary with Wolf Gorlock. A few minutes riffing on IT and IT security. Today, looking at the newest way to hack WordPress. Ouch. It's always getting attacked. And people are like, well, you should never run WordPress. Blah, 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 blah. Real people don't run WordPress. I run WordPress and people give me grief about it all the time. I know I'm running WordPress and I know there's probably a vulnerability on it because that's how software works. But tip to you, if you are running WordPress, take a look at this, as of this date, updates specifically for appointments, for Flikr, for your RegistrationMagic, right? Take a look at those updates and apply them. Here's what it is. The news came out that WordPress is vulnerable and sites were getting actually attacked because of those 3 plugins. Now, it's kind of a big deal, right? Because there's like 30% of the blogs run worldwide run on WordPress. Current WordPress.com, their stats is like 400 million people read 21 billion websites every month. That's kind of a big deal. So you want to fix these things. With the Flikr plugin, what was happening was criminals could send a specially crafted HTTP post request, to WordPress. And it would take advantage of a vulnerability within the Flikr API, which would cause that site to, instead of downloading a file, it would go out and fetch, rather than downloading an image, it would go out and fetch a file. That file was oftentimes used as a PHP shell, so you'd say, hey, HTTP post, get this file from me, download it, install it, run it, bam, I'm on your box. Game over, using that PHP shell. Appointments and RegistrationMagic work similarly, but they were attacks, malformed attacks against admin.ajax.php. Same basic concept though, right? Vulnerability in the input validation. You send a request, you trick it to download a file. That file is a PHP shell. It downloads it onto the web server and it runs it, and bam, there's now a shell that attackers can get at. There are plugins and patches, things people can do. So if you're running WordPress, run your updates, grab the plugins. Now, also on that same level, can't always patch. On this case, you can, thankfully, but you can't always patch. As we know, there are WAF signatures. WordPress Fence, if you use it, WordFence, they were the ones who announced this, and they had immediately put out a soft patch or a signature that would block this particular type of attack. So, update. What else can you do? If you're writing plugins for WordPress, hammer test them. SDLC, it's a thing. Test it very well, because these types of attacks happen all too often. What about you? Have you seen any types of attacks like this in the wild? Are you using WordPress? You can join a WordPress InfoSec anonymous user group. Am I anonymous on YouTube? Probably not. But you know what I mean. Hit me up in comments or social media. Cheers.